Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. I know it's been a long time. I really just wanted to come into my craft room, and I was just going through some stuff. Not really feel like crafting, but I remember watching someone making their own checkerboard or tic-tac-toe game and getting the kids involved by doing crafts and stuff. Well, I know I'm a little late. It's, still the beginning. They can probably, still make things. But this is a container that I've had for forever. And it's all full of wooden things. And I was going through it. Here's my drink. I was going through it. And I found these things here, and of course I've had these. I think I showed you these in a haul. But what I thought would be fun, like I didn't know how many of these wooden chip, I don't know, they're cut from wood circles there. I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, I didn't know how many I had, and I think I got some more in there, and then I saw these circles, and then I saw these other ones that I must have picked them up. The trouble is sometimes I only pick up one at a time. These wooden discs that you can double up, and for smaller hands you can use bigger ones. But anyway, so what I saw, what she was doing, she was making a checkers game, and what she did was she used some, might as well open them, whatever. I think she was using trees and snowmen. So one group would have, probably in the smaller ones, I don't know, one group would have, say, all the trees, and the other set would be, well, I don't have anything else. I mean, I've got these mushrooms that probably could be colored, painted, whatever. Another, and then these guys, when you paint them and put them on, you could probably rub off. So I thought I would just kind of show. I am totally just not with it tonight. I am tired. I haven't been sleeping at all. Sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 3 here and there. But anyway, or these packages you can get. We can get these at Dollarama, but these little gift things, you can also put those on discs, glue them on. They don't. You can paint them or not, whatever. Glue them on and make a tic-tac-toe game out of these, and make it a game. My grandson and I had a lot of fun playing tic-tac-toe the other day when I was over at their place, and it gives us something to do. Or if you have miniatures, little miniatures, you could use those. If you're playing Monopoly, you could make your own little winter themed, instead of using the Monopoly pieces, make it interesting by using some little Christmassy type things that you could use to go around the board, or for whatever game that you might have. I even bought these little drums because I thought they were kind of fun, that you could put on, put on a disc. Where did I put those there? See, I don't know. Well, it's okay. They would still, they would still fit on the disc, or you could just have it plain depending on what game you're playing. And you don't always have to have the pieces of the game to play. You just have to have the right number of pieces. I think tic-tac-toe has 4, doesn't it? I'm not sure. But I just thought I would look through my stuff, and I was going to make a game to play with my youngest grandson. He may want. Now these discs are interesting. You know, these other ones, if you wanted to put, you know, just to have a base. You know, it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to necessarily find, if you can't find these wood pieces, or if you can't find the discs, these round ones are always, they're always around somewhere. I mean, you know, I bought these a while ago, mind you, but I'm sure that they still have these discs. Some of them are larger. I had bought the smaller ones. So it's just an idea of what you can do to have fun. And, you know, make your own pieces. Get a piece of paper. You don't have to buy a tic-tac-toe game. You can make your own just by on a piece of paper. You know, just take a paper pad, whatever kind of, you know. Let's grab that one off because I don't know what the heck was on there. Maybe you'll want one that's blank, but, you know, you're just doing this, right? You're just making tic-tac-toe. So you can put your piece here. I mean, it doesn't have to be on this. You can put it on a disc to make it more sturdy, or use the drum and a present and make each one, you know. Mind you, it doesn't matter. You can mix up the color of the drums, but the drum is a drum, And you put that there, but then he wins here. I think there's 4 pieces, in tic-tac-toe, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 4 pieces. But it's just, you know, to use something else besides actually buying. I know they're only $1.25, but isn't it more fun to make something with the kids? You know, you can, these are very light, these presents that you buy, so you could, you know, probably sit them on a disc or on 2 discs, you know, depending on how thick you want it or how you want it. But you could glue it on like that, glue it on, and then, you know, make it a little Christmassy with presents and drums. You know, if you have this stuff in your stash, why not use it? And that's kind of what I was thinking, you know. I was looking at all of this stuff that I have, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, we could be, you know, I have smaller discs, or smaller discs. I don't know if they're in this package or in another. Here's another package here of smaller discs. What I did was I bought these at a time when I was going to be doing some wood burning art I was going to try and do. So you could put these, you could paint these or color them with a, you know, a crayon, colored pencil, and glue that on there, and then you can have yourself a lot of fun with the different, you know, things that you could use to play games, you know, or make up some games. You can make up all kinds of games. I've been watching some really cool games that they've been playing on YouTube, and I don't know how many of you, maybe if you've seen them in the comments, you can let me know. But they're so fun, and it's all family oriented, and they do have names for these games, and the winners actually win prizes. It's really, really cool. And it's a lot of fun, and some of the prizes are money, and some of the prizes are something else. And I was thinking, you know, maybe it would be fun to do that with our family this year, but it depends. I'm not sure how things are going right now, and I'm trying not to think of the inevitable for Mom. She's still in hospital, but she's actually in palliative care, or we're waiting to see how she does over the weekend, because they don't move people around over the weekend, I guess. But Mom woke up for me today for 2 seconds as I wiped her forehead and rubbed her hand and held her hand tightly and told her how much I loved her. And she woke up and she looked at me and she said, "Oh, sweetheart, I love you." And that made me feel good. It made me feel that she's still with us. And for now, she is, but we're playing it actually hour by hour. We don't know. Mama's a pretty strong woman, and she can be pretty stubborn, I guess. No, she's not stubborn. I don't think that's a word for Mom. I think she's just a strong woman. She is strong of character, strong of heart. And when I went to visit her, I went and said a few prayers with her out loud for her to hear me. And that's what I did this morning, and this is Saturday. And Mom's been in hospital for a couple of weeks now. She hasn't eaten or drank anything for about 2 weeks. Mind you, they had her on IV fluids for a while, but I'm trying my best, although I'm not very successful, to sleep at night. Worry, you know, I mean, it's that time of year. I'm trying to get into the festive spirit. I'm trying to think of, you know, things that will bring me a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of smiling with my grandsons. I mean, they're getting older and they don't always want, you know, to hang out with Nanny, but it's kind of nice to, you know, get my mind off things for a little while. I've had to make a lot of phone calls. I had to make arrangements. So, you know, when I phoned the funeral home or the cemetery where Mom will be laid to rest, I have to do it now while I am of sound mind, I suppose, of sound mind and not so, sorry, I just turned off that light, and not emotional, not too emotional, because I know once Mom leaves us and joins my father and her brothers and sisters, I'll be probably an emotional wreck. I'll probably be an emotional wreck. So, in the meantime, I had to do all of the arrangements, all of the what to do, what has been prepaid, what hasn't been prepaid, what do I have to pay. Oh my God, and you pay taxes when you die? I couldn't believe that. It's unbelievable how much you have to pay in taxes. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so arrangements are made if and when Mom decides to call it a day and rest. And when she does decide to do that, I want to make sure that I don't forget any of the things that she's asked for. I don't want to forget about any of the promises that were made that she requested. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for today. This is just basically nonsense. I was in my room. I've been in my room, laying down, watching movies, falling asleep for an hour or two, waking up, watching TV, watching whatever, not TV, but Netflix or something. I come in here a couple of times and I just can't look at the crafts. And then other times I feel a little motivated and then I sit down and my mind goes blank. I'm not ready. So this probably will be one of two, excuse me, videos that I may do between now and Christmas. I had so many plans this summer. I had so many things I wanted to do, so many ideas I wanted to share, and we never know when life is going to get hard and when you have to make decisions that you really don't want to make. And the details you have, you know, are you following the requests of the person that you love? You have to follow regardless of what the rest of the family thinks. You know, it doesn't matter what the rest of the family thinks. You have to do with what you promised, what is written down on paper. I was going to do some cute things with this. And so I had to make those hard decisions. And like I said, I prefer to do it now while I was going to say of sound mind. I don't know if I don't know if my mind is sound or not, but at least I can, you know, I talk to my daughter a lot and she helps me a lot. My son helps me a lot. There's a lot of questions about a lot of things, and it makes me think as I'm getting older that I have to make decisions for myself come the new year. It's so close to Christmas. We're going to be not having a celebration of Mom's life should she pass before Christmas, which is probable, because we want, a lot of our cousins love my mom very much. And we've decided to, Mom, of course, wants to be cremated, and she's already bought her urn. Everything is all ready, but we're going to have a spring celebration for Mom at her gravesite. That is a decision that my daughter and I talked about often. I cannot imagine going through, and it's winter, you know, there's a lot of cousins that want to come and want to celebrate Mom's life and share memories and things like that. Well, just before Christmas is not the time to do it. So that's a decision that I made, and I was quite adamant about it. And my children agree that I think that's what my mom would want. And the spring is a pretty time of year, and I think that we need to celebrate her life that way. And I think by that time, I'll be able to a little more intelligently talk about the things she's done and all about her. And that's what I want it to be, all about her. I don't want it to be about freezing cold Christmas and worrying about whether the ground is soft enough or whether, whatever, you know, the weather, snow, freezing rain, etc., etc. So that's our decision that we made. And I know Mom would love that. And so that's where we're at. It's a waiting game. Like I said, I've done buckets and buckets of tears and guilt and anger and all the other things that come with, you know, losing a parent. Oh, I had some other things I wanted to show you, but I'm afraid, my friends, that's it for me. I'm totally, I just wanted to come on. I really wanted to do some crafting, but my heart's not in it. So I hope you'll all forgive me. I hope that you will join me. I think maybe I might try and get some crafting done and maybe videotape it, but chances are it won't be until the new year, and we'll see. We'll see you then. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas with your family and friends, and continue praying for Mom. Thank you so much, the Prayer Army. You have been wonderful. You know, she's not in any pain. She sleeps most of the time. When I stroke her head, she wakes up and I tell her I love her, and she says, I love you too. And then she goes back to sleep, and her body's resting at this point. But like I said, I could get a call at any moment. You just don't know what God planned for her. You don't know what God's plan is. And we have to just be patient and make her comfortable. And we'll see what happens. Of course, in my mind, I have a miracle happening where she just jumps out of bed and said, okay, let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go. But of course, it's a silly dream. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.